Hello and welcome to Katrina's Creations. This is episode 231. We are going to have a giveaway partway through this video, so stay tuned. But let's get started first with what I have been working on. I have no finished objects. So my first item is my crocheted sweater, and I've made a good amount of progress. I just got the crochet hook stuck on my sweater. Anyway, I have made a good amount of progress this week. Let me show you where I was at last week. So I have gone, it doesn't look like that much, but I've gone about 5 or 6 rows since last week. There you go. Now, when I hold this up, it looks kind of big. Like this, it looks a little big. It is a little full around the chest here, but then it kind of evens out so you can see once I put it on. And I have tried this on, and even though it looks big, sadly it fits me. But anyway, it actually fits really good. So here are the sleeves, here's the top, and it's down just below my chest at this point. So I've got a ways to go yet. I am on skein number 4. I have 4 more skeins, so we'll be in good shape. But there it is, and here are my sleeves. And like I said last week, they're a little floofy for my taste, but I'm going to do some decreases in the sleeves and add a little length to them. And it does get a picot edging to it, so we'll fix that. So that's not a big deal, but that is my sweater so far. Next is my knitted colorwork sweater, and I did reconnect the sleeves this week. So Wednesday's video this week will be a tutorial on how to put the needles back into the stitches and pick back up the sleeves. So I'll show you how I've gotten so far. Okay, here's the colorwork, and here is the sleeve I am currently working on, and you can see I've come down quite a ways. I will show this to you, and I'm going to give you a little tip for knitting and crochet when I get to this. Here is my underarm. This is where you do the decreases. Whether you're doing a crochet or knitted sweater, you're going to do the decreases under the arms. Now you can see I have these stitch markers here. Whether you knit or whether you crochet, when you're doing a sweater and it has decreases, rather than try to remember where you are at, I put a marker, one of these removable stitch markers. They look like giant baby safety pins, but anyway, I put them wherever my decrease is. And so in this particular pattern, I have 22 decreases, and they go every 3rd row and then every 4th row. They alternate between every 3rd and 4th row. So rather than me trying to look back and try to figure out where that decrease is, especially with black yarn, where is really, really hard to see the stitches, I put stitch markers. So I just know that this is my beginning point, and they had you knit 3/4 of an inch before you began your first decrease, and then there's 3 rows, 4 rows, 3 rows, and I'm working on the 4th row now. So it makes it easier, it's easy to count, and your sleeves come out the same size. Now, most of the time when I do a sweater, I knit both sleeves at the same time. I tried to do that with this one, but I'm finding with the yarn being such a dark color, I was really having problems seeing the stitches, let alone keeping the sides straight and then all the bulk of the sweater in between. So normally I do it, but this time I really was having a problem with it, so I took it back off of the double needles and put it onto, I was doing like a big long needle and doing, start to say big long noodle, knitting with noodles, that would be crazy. But I started to put it on a large circular needle and do it like magic loop. However, like I said, it wasn't working, so took it back off, and I'm just going to knit each one individually. So that is my progress with my colorwork sweater. And then the last project I am working on is my mitered square blanket. And so I will show you, I went all the way across, so I did 12 squares this week. So let me show you what I did. I have this one. This square is completely wonky because it's made up of 1, 2, 3 different mini skeins, but I think that works together. It is what it is. But anyway, that's what I did on that one. And then we have this one, and this one, and this one. I'm really trying to use up leftover pieces. This is not 2 different skeins. This is how this yarn was. It was a striped black and then this kind of turquoise and fuchsia color. Or not fuchsia, turquoise and, oh, I can never remember the color of this yarn. It starts with an S. It's turquoise and the bright green. And I always try to say fuchsia and it's not fuchsia. I'll think of it and put it below, but I can never remember what the name of that is. But anyway, yeah, it's not fuchsia. Fuchsia is pink. I know it starts with an S and I can't remember what it is, but you know what color I'm talking about. And then we have this purple. It's actually a purple and like a grayish purple. I don't know if it shows better on the back or not. Not really. And then we have a tan. And we have that one. This is one I mixed some colors with. So it's different shades of blue. It actually did have this dark shade of blue is actually, there's a couple little speckles up here. And then this one. And this one, which is different shades of gray. And that one. So that is the works in progress that I've done this week. Now Dave and I had kind of a fun day on Monday. The weather was really nice, so we actually drove up to Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, which is about 24 miles north of where we live. It's up in the mountains, and we went to Fuddruckers. Now, if you don't know what Fuddruckers is, they are like homemade hamburger buns, one of the best hamburgers around, and they make them to order, and it's really, really good, and we don't go there very often, but we went there and we took you guys along. Don't forget to miss out on seeing the chocolate chunk cookie at the end. So I'm going to insert the footage of our fun little burger run. Dave and I are going for beef. Say hello, Dave.
Hi.
So look at this deliciousness. We have a 1/3 pound of a burger, some fries, cheese sauce of course to dunk it in, a perfectly toasted squishy bun. And there's Dave. Dave's got lettuce, tomato, and pickles to add.
Onions. No onions.
No onions.
No onions. Lettuce, tomatoes, pickles.
And some mayo to put on there.
And I use honey mustard. Dip my potato wedges in.
And we're both drinking a Diet Coke to balance out all of the stuff that we're eating. Yum. Well, we're back in the car. There's Dave's chocolate chunk cookie, and here is mine. They bake these that you get them at the end of your meal. Go for it. Now it's time to see what you all have been making this week. Now, did you all notice the gorgeous Afghan that Marywanamaker has been making? That one's really tempting. I might have to look that pattern up because that is really, really pretty. And she's not finished yet. She's on row 42. I have no idea how much bigger it's going to be, but it is really pretty, and it looks like it has lots of different stitches and textures to learn. So that might be one in my future because I've got lots of yarn. So if you saw Wednesday's video, you will know how much yarn I actually got. But we'll do a real quick recap really fast. We had the knit crate that I showed you last week, which was this blue and this rust, because I get one box and they send me a box to review. I have no idea which is the one because they just randomly choose them and send them, but that's what I did get. And then I had ordered another shade of this blue. This is super, super soft. It really is. So I got this one, which is a deeper, it's not sapphire blue, but they look so good together. And this particular yarn is Vitalana Celestial. And so the two colors that I have together are Callisto, which is the darker one, and Titan. I think that's Titan is the other one. There you can see them really well. There you can see the two colors together. No idea what I'm going to make with this, but it will be something nice. It is 90% alpaca, 10% tencel. It is an Aran weight, and altogether between the 4 skeins, I have 600 yards. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something soft and squishy. So first I got that, and then I placed an order with Annie's for yarn to make Afghans for both of my kids for Christmas, and Annie's messed up and sent me a double order. So everything I'm going to show, I actually have another whole box of the same stuff. So altogether, instead of ordering 9, they showed up with 18 skeins of yarn. Now, I did talk to Annie's. I was going to send it back, but I would have to pay the shipping, and they didn't want me to do that, and I didn't want to do that either since it wasn't my mistake. So anyway, they told me just to donate the yarn, which I'm not going to do. I'm doing something else instead, because if I just donated the yarn, you know, to like a community aid or someplace, I know that they would charge somebody else to buy that yarn. I want to actually see it go to charity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knit and crochet it up and then give it away myself. And Kim, if you're watching, last year, Kim Brame and I made a bunch of hats, and we donated them to a local elementary school for needy kids. And so, Kim, if you want to do that again this year, don't buy yarn. I will share some of what I've got with you, and we can do it together. So just let me know if you want some of it next time we see each other, which we have not seen each other since like last summer when we ate outside for ice cream. So if we get together anytime in the near future, sometime between now and next winter, I will give you some yarn, and then we can commence with more hat making. So let me show you what I got. This is the order that I got. Like I said, it's doubled. So this is a navy blue. This is all Premier Basics. And it's 100% acrylic, 359 yards. So 718 yards per 2 skeins. Okay, and it all is worsted weight. So I got 2 gray and 2 blue to make an Afghan for my son and daughter-in-law. So I also have I have the same thing over again that's going to be done for charity. Those will maybe be made into some blankets. Some of this will maybe be made into some blankets or Afghans for nursing homes, like lap blankets or something. So not sure which, but anyway, there is that. And then the other I got to make an Afghan for my daughter and son-in-law. And this is taupe and juniper. Oh, the dark greens. See if I can get it to show up really well. It's like a forest green. It's very pretty. and the taupe. And again, I've got 4 more skeins of this because of the double order. So again, that will be going for either hats and or blankets. And then lastly, I got a skein of mustard color, and I think the color is called mustard. Yeah, it is called mustard. And this is to add to a some other yarn that I have that I'm going to make another Afghan for downstairs at my house for. I'm going to make a knitted plaid Afghan. I made a crocheted Afghan out of yellow and blue. I have some of it left, and I'm going to combine this with it to make another knitted Afghan and basically use up the yarn. So that's what I got doubled. So I see lots of hats and blankets in my future between what I ordered and what I accidentally received. So it will not go to waste. It will be donated to charity. I'm not sure how fast I'm going to get it done, but it will be done. So I might take some with me this week because Dave has to have a small little procedure done and I have to sit and wait for him. So I don't think I want to take something big like a blanket or a sweater to work on. So I might take something small and work on some of those hats now and just set them aside for next winter. So I thought I would stick in a really cute picture. If you remember earlier this year, we had, I think it was right before Christmas? I think it was in November or something. We had a couple visit us. He's from Peru. She's from this area, but she and the two of them got married. And they live down in Peru and they're missionaries. And so anyway, she was in the States because they were expecting their first baby. Well, she had her little girl this week, and she is adorable. If you remember, I made a little alpaca slippers and a baby carrier, a blanket for the baby carrier. I made that for them, and when they visited, they showed some alpaca to me because alpacas are one of the major industries in the Peru, or in the country of Peru. They have lots of alpacas, and that's where a lot of industry comes from. A lot of your yarn comes from Peru. So anyway, they brought me and gave me a skein of yarn, alpaca yarn from Peru. So anyway, they posted this picture. This was right before she had the baby. The two of them holding the book is your mama a llama, and he's holding it in Spanish. She's holding the book in English, and between them is a llama. I just thought it was such a cute picture that I thought I would stick it out here so you all could see it. So mama and baby are doing fine, and yeah, they're very excited. So now it's time for the giveaway. Okay, we hit 3,100 subscribers last week. I think it was right around Wednesday when I announced it. That was the same day that I saw it come through. So we are going to do a yarn giveaway every time we hit another milestone. So this giveaway is Wool Ease hand dyed. Wool Ease hand dyed from Lion Brand. This colorway is called Cotton Candy. It's a 4-weight, and it is 3.5 ounces and 100 grams. It's 146 yards or 134 meters. So it is really soft. It is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. And here's what the color looks like. There you go, so you can see it. It's got some purple, pink, gray. I'm not sure why we have gray with Cotton Candy. I've seen all the other shades of Cotton Candy. Gray and speckles of dark gray. I don't think I'd be eating cotton candy that is that color. That would be a little on the moldy. Maybe it's supposed to be moldy cotton candy. I don't know. But anyway, those are the colors. And this is the skein of yarn. Now here's what you have to do to enter. The giveaway will run for 1 week. I will announce the winner next Saturday. And all you need to do is be over the age of 18. You have to be a subscriber. So if you haven't already subscribed, click the little red subscribe button down below and leave a comment. I don't care what you say. Say nice things, but anything you want to say, you can leave a comment down below and you will be entered into the giveaway. Now, I have posted, because it's required by YouTube, down below in the description box. I started to say the doodly-doo, but the description box down below down there, all the instructions from YouTube, the guidelines are posted in there. Like I said, it is open to everybody. You are responsible if your country requires import taxes or anything like that. That's your responsibility, because I don't know what it does from one country to the next. So yes, so, and if it's prohibited in your state, then that's up to you to not participate then, because I can't keep track of which states it is and it isn't. So make sure you're able to do it in your state. But otherwise, open to everybody. Just be over the age of 18, be a subscriber, and leave a comment down below. And if you give me a thumbs up, that would be greatly appreciated too. If you ever wonder what those thumbs ups do, thumbs up, bump your video so more people see it. That is the giveaway for this week. Now it's time for... Now in our Come and Get It section, there is... Annie's is running a April sale. I'm not sure how long it lasts. I tried to look for a date when it ended. It was just like April showers sale. And if you click the link below for Annie's, and then their main page will pop up in the top left-hand corner, you will see it says Flash Deal of the Day. Just click on the Flash Deal of the Day and you will see whatever it is and whatever code you need for that particular day, because it changes daily. So that is Annie's Craft Store. Knit Picks is running, it's not a sale, it's in their clearance section, but these are new items. They are selling bare yarn. Okay, now bare yarn means it has not been dyed. But they're selling minis. They're 10-gram mini skeins for $1.50 each. Now you may be wondering, and you can get them in different yarn weights and different fibers. You know, they have some that are merino silk, they have some that are Highland wool, they have some that are, I don't know if there was cotton in there or not, but there's all different types of their mini skeins for $1. All of them are $1.50. Here's the fun part, why I'm saying this is a neat deal, is if you ever wanted to experiment with dyeing your own yarn, that is super cheap to be able to do it. And 10-gram mini skeins are what you need to make one of these blankets. I use about probably between 4 and 5 grams per square. So you would get 2 squares out of each of the mini skeins. But yeah, if you've ever had the desire to play with dye, it's a little messy, but it's a lot of fun, and it's not expensive to do. All you need to do for dyeing is you need water, vinegar, plastic wrap, and then a dye source, which can be either food coloring, Kool-Aid, or you can even throw natural dyes in, like onion skins and flowers or whatever you want to try. So anyway, if you want to learn how to dye, I have a couple of videos about dyeing. I will stick a link up here if you want to check it out, to see how to do it and to see how easy it is. Just make sure you seal your plastic wrap really well, or you end up with multicolors exploding in your microwave, which is not a good thing. So anyway, that is Knit Picks. They also have their Brava sport weight and worsted weight on sale for $2.40. Well, it's in the clearance section again, for $2.49 to $3.49. And they have their Dishy yarn, which is what you use for dishcloths, for $2.99 per skein. Leisure Arts, they never run sales, but I picked out a couple patterns or pattern books that I thought were kind of interesting. Now the downloadable version of them is cheaper because you don't have to pay for shipping. So they have a mitered square, which is my blanket, but they have different things like pillows and all kinds of other stuff made with that same technique. It's called Mitered Square Knitting, and the downloadable version is $9.99. I think it's like a 48-page book. If you order the book form itself, it's $12.99, and then you'd have to pay shipping. They also have, for crochet, they have, oh, and there's six projects for the knitted one. And then they have in crochet, it's called, can't read my own writing. Oh, Grannies in Bloom. It's terrible when you cannot read what you have written on your paper, on your cheat sheet. But anyway, they have Grannies in Bloom, 6 different Afghans made with different granny square techniques. And there are, let's see, the downloadable version is $7.99. The paperback version is $9.99. Lion Brand is not running any like sales for the most part right now. I post you whenever they have like the flash sales. I let you know over on Facebook. I don't always get it on Instagram because my phone is not a smartphone, but I try to post it over on Facebook, and I try to put a short little video out anytime I find out that they've got a good sale. So I'll just keep you posted with that. However, in their clearance section, they are running the Santa sack, which is a mystery grab bag of 9 skeins of yarn. Now it's normally $64.91. They have it on sale because these are leftover, you know, I guess they packaged them for Christmas and then they didn't sell. So it's while supplies last. You can get 9 skeins of mystery yarn for $14.99. That's not bad at all. That's what you would pay for maybe 2 to 3 skeins of yarn. So you don't know what you're going to get. You have no control over that. It's just a big red bag, says Santa's bag, and inside mystery yarn. So if you want to have a surprise, there you go. And then the Dollar Tree does have Premier Just Cotton and Premier Yarn. You do need to be careful how many you need to order, because some you only need to order 6 of, and they're $1 a skein. Some you only need to order 6 of, but sometimes the case is over 100. Nobody needs that much yarn. Well, I can't say that. I've got more than that up on my shelves. But anyway, yeah, of the same color, unless you're crocheting wall-to-wall carpet, you don't need that much. So anyway, just make sure if you order through them that you double check to make sure how many you need to get. And you can pick it up at your store, which saves all the shipping costs. So that is it for this week. And thank you for stopping by. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to enter for the giveaway. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you on Wednesday for the tutorial. Bye, everybody.